Hello and welcome. Today we are going to check out the new update that just released for Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. This was a free update that just came out. It included 2 new Tyranid units and 1 new Necron unit. Right now we're obviously checking out the Tyranids. We'll see the Necron later. For now, this is what we're checking out. The Biovore and the Pyrovore are the 2 that were added. Let's see. Flame Spurt. Attacks 10, base damage 6 to 8 flame, armor piercing 3, ranged 1 to 2, 1 optimal. Okay. So despite it looking long ranged, it is not. Burning Spray. Engulf an enemy unit in chemical fire, hot enough to melt away some of the strongest armor. Volatile. Explodes on death, dealing 52 to 70 damage at 3 armor piercing to units within 1 tile. Okay. Yeah, this actually minuses 1 armor for 2 turns. Very fancy. Spore Mine Launcher. Okay, now this... yes, I very much like the sound of this. I was wondering if the Biovore was actually going to not only launch a Spore Mine, but if that Spore Mine would become a unit. And it seems like that is the case. With this one, at least. Attacks 1, base damage 45 to 60, artillery splash damage 27 to 36. Armor piercing 4. Okay, even more armor piercing. 3 to 7 for range, optimal 5. Seed Spore Mines. The Biovore launches a Spore Mine towards the target location where it forms a deadly trap for the enemy. Are we going to be able to take control of that Spore Mine immediately? It doesn't sound like it. It might be like the ability where they fall from the sky, where you don't get control of them until the next turn. And they blow up as well. Okay, well, let's jump on in. We're doing Field of Skulls Season Control against Blood Angels. I gave them a... yes, I named their army Blood and Fire. It's my flame-based army for the Blood Angels, which is notoriously bad for Tyranids, so we'll see how it goes. Now, I did not do a quantity over quality army for the Tyranids. This is a relatively small Tyranid army. Did not fill it with gaunts or anything like that. Yeah, for those that don't know, while I am repositioning these units, for those that don't know, Slytherin has taken over the development of this game from Black Lab Games, because of course Slytherin was the publisher from the beginning, but Black Lab Games was the developer, but no longer. They bought the engine that Black Lab Games made this in from them, and now they are going to take over development for anything in this game from now on, which they already announced what is the next on the slate for them. And that is Astra Militarum. The Imperial Guard is what is coming out next. Well, I'm very much excited for that. There we go. Patiently waiting for the Space Marines to finish the Blood Angels to finish their turn. Which they are the aggressors here. We are defending. So they by far have the easier role here. I'm just keeping everybody together. As soon as we get over to here, because we're just going to be trying to move as fast as we possibly can over to here, we'll do like a line of them either right here or right here. We'll see. But yes, the update that they gave about this did not specify if this was something that Black Lab Games was already working on, or if this indeed is the first release from Slytherin now that they have taken over development. It's very possible this was already in the works from Black Lab Games, but since they didn't specify, we don't know. The Primes can get further ahead, but I don't know if I trust them. I don't know if I feel safe enough sending them up there alone, even a couple more spaces ahead. But yes, this is a good sign of things to come. The update, when they released that update about them taking over the development, it sounded like they have big plans for this game. Like, maybe we could even expect a new actual campaign at some point, which would be pretty neat. Gladius, the other Slytherin, currently in development 40K game, what they do is they do these packs, because they released along with this free update, they released a actual DLC, a paid DLC for Gladius at the same time, which they like to release them in unison. It seems like Slytherin's marketing is about that, about releasing things in tandem for Gladius and Battlesector. They do it pretty often. That's why they did the Battle Sisters. A lot of people wondered why the Battle Sisters were the faction chosen as one of the DLCs for this game. For one, they were used in the... Would shoot my prime. For one, they were in the campaign, so they were an obvious choice. But the other reason was because Gladius also did them as a DLC, which Gladius has far more factions than, because Gladius has been out longer, it has far more factions than Battlesector has. And, okay. So they are in there. We gotta get in there too. It has far more factions than Battlesector has. And they were releasing the Battle Sisters as a DLC. So they did a, like, in tandem synergy thing where they released them as DLC for both games. But yes, I am glad that the Imperial Guard are finally being added to the list. $60, $35. We gotta. Okay, so here's how the math works, right? If I end turn right now, they gain a little bit of points. They gain 5 because these 3 nullify these 3, but they've got 4. So we need to take out 1 for them to get nothing out of this turn. $46, $85, $75. Well, this is our first target.
Taking fire!
But yes, whether or not we're gonna get a full campaign as new DLC eventually remains to be seen, but I do like the idea of them releasing those packs where it's got like a new unit for every faction in them. Because then that means we're gonna, if they do that with this game, we'll eventually get more and more Tyranid units, which is what I want. I am trying here to find a good angle to shoot this thing with anybody. Especially because this game was released before the major update for the Tyranids, which is evident by the fact that they still use hive tyrants as like the big boss in this, right? Which everything did. But now I feel like Hive Emissary is gonna start popping up in more and more games. And if we got a Hive Emissary for this game, it would be pretty nice. Okay, let's do still very bad odds, but maybe we can chip away at this guy. We're gonna whittle him down. The other option I could go with is that I don't want to put my prime in danger. I could go here and just melee it with the prime, but we don't want to do that. I want my primes close, but not in danger close. Okay, this is great odds. 85, 52, 55, 52. Okay, this one, they're gonna do the honors of finishing them off. Great, they got their free attack, so let's go after this speeder then. %, chance on them. 63.
Taking fire!
Go for it. They can't really do anything. Okay, well, from here... let's get the Biovores on this ledge here. Oh, wow, they can shoot from here. Okay, let's see how it goes. Wow, they missed the 80. Okay, we did not see how it goes. Let's see how it goes now. Or maybe I should do this. You know what? For science. So what is it? It's gonna choose one of the three? That's gonna be a good diversion, actually. No! At least we still had enough.
Rally behind me, brothers!
We still had enough action points to get rid of that thing. Which, yeah, I wonder. That new Space Marine game, Space Marine 2, that's the first one. That's the first, like, new... Yes, blast them out of the sky. No retaliation attack from him.
By the blood.
Oh, wow, that was a bad call. I was wondering what they were doing. I did not think they were going to do that. That was crazy of them. Yeah, better off just doing melee, Dreadnought. Flames on a Tyranofex, not gonna do much. I mean, they had the right idea, even if it cost them one of them. Well, there's certainly a lot more of them we have to get out of this square next turn. What they doing? Nothing. Just getting in the square. Got it. But yeah, Space Marine 2. It's the first game that has come out after the release of all the new Tyranids. So it's the first one that could have chosen to incorporate them ahead of time. So maybe it will be the first one that gives us a Norn emissary fight. Obviously, there's going to be a battle with a Hive Tyrant at some point. It's wild that pretty much all the video game depictions of the Tyranids are pretty much from the same generation of Tyranids. Like the 3rd edition never really got any video game adaptations. All the stuff of facing Hive Tyrants is always the 4th edition Hive Tyrant, or later 4th and 5th edition. Since 4th edition did not have wings. The model didn't come with wings back then. Okay, so I gotta decide, should I just spray these guys with acid? Or should I let the warriors do it? Let the warriors damage them and get some free attacks from it. I mean, this is kind of like the easy choice, right?
Under fire! Under fire!
The why not choice. Just like this one. Why not?
Taking fire!
And this one too. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's start dropping some spore mines. See if we can get lucky. Okay, we got him once. Okay, yeah, I mean, it works. It doesn't do a ton of damage. Let's do this.
And test our armor.
That at least is a good amount of damage on them. He's gonna get zona controlled if I try and gore through there. Ton of damage.
Is that your best?
but he's gonna charge this guy. The war suits are actually kind of flimsy. Oh, never mind. They got suppressed. Okay, fine. Time to start testing this thing out. We could have got the prime in here, but it's fine. Okay, just kind of like a standard spray that looked like. Okay. So good amount of damage, and it minused the armor. Okay, I'm just trying to maximize how many of these dudes we can get in here. And the answer is quite a lot. We can get quite a lot of them in here. Not a lot of damage. If I do this, it's also gonna damage the Tyrannofex. You know what? Let's do it anyways.
Under fire!
Yeah, not a big deal. Very minor damage.
Is that your best?
Okay. But yeah, I already have ideas for like a base defense map to make with the Tyranids now. I definitely think that is what I'm going to be working on in the next couple days, which I've considered doing just a map making like video for this channel. Maybe I'll do that just to see how it does. We'll see. Okay, we flattened him. Great. You know what? Well, let's see. Let's see what the Biovores can do first. Because we could potentially farm a free attack by having the warriors target these aggressors here, but Let's let the warriors, or the Biovores, do it. At least soften them up. Okay. The softening up has concluded. No free attack. What about for them?
Under fire!
Great. The two primes can just hang out in the back.
Taking fire!
Targeting my poor warriors. Wow, they lived. At least one did. Not for long. Okay. This guy's... That guy did quite a bit that turn. One more group of warriors down. Oh, don't know what they're up to. Whatever it is a bad idea. Oh, they're just trying to get position on them. Yeah, crazy, crazy. That positioning is not worth it. They did get rid of him at least. Okay, they're beating up my Carnifex. that new Screamer Killer design. That'd be a pretty cool inclusion as well. If we get that one of these days. Which I think these are the only thing from the new Tyranid designs to be included in this game so far. The Tyrannofex, of course, predates these designs. Pyrovore got one of them.
Impedance acknowledged.
Curious, did that not nerf its armor? Very curious.
Under fire!
No, it did. Okay, there's just not an icon above its head. Understood. Alright, Prime, time to get in here. Whatever. Gonna friendly fire a little bit here. It's worth it. Plenty of damage on this thing. I see. The icon from before was the leftover icon from the acid spray. That's what that icon on that one was. They still have an attack. They'll go torch the tech marine. Or we could do this. Nope, never mind. We can't do that. We can do that to the tank, though.
Taking fire. Taking hits.
Melt the tank. We're gonna take some damage from this, but it's fine. We're pretty far in the lead right now, so I'm not really concerned about taking damage from the AoE of this. Come on, warriors, get up. Free attack. Found your next target.
I've had worse.
Wow, another free attack. So far, it's been a very productive turn.
Rally behind me, brothers!
Could have done an angle like that. Acid sprayed both of those, but whatever. Free attack. Free attack indeed.
Is that all?
Move the Pyrovore out of the way. So we still have the Carnifexes. I have waited to use them because they didn't have... Everything they could do was dangerous. In terms of they wouldn't finish things off with their attack, or they were going to take retaliation attacks. Let's see what they can do now. Biovores move up.
Under fire!
Can they finish one off? That's all they needed.
Under fire! We've been intercepted.
That way, that one is now locked into melee.
Is that your best?
We definitely couldn't finish this one off. Yeah, if I had all three go after it, we definitely could have finished it off. Yeah, just they really had no other option here, right? Where they need to capture this, but this is all they have left. Well, we did it. Maybe I'll do this match in reverse, just to show what it would be like to use this this army against the Tyranids here. But yeah, that is where I'm calling it. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.